life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Another water checkpoint. This really is the most exhilarating gameplay they could think of. And now just walk through the oasis again, which is just hilarious to me. It's like, funny. I'm so grateful for this water. Anyway, I'm gonna kick it away from the fucking pond.
Isn't that the three things we need in the desert, isn't it? The password, the amulet, and the shoe, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
All a good time. So I think a lot of the things we need are in the actual temple itself. So now that we have the staff and the password, we can.
Not the amulet, staff. Yeah, the staff. Yeah.
I know. You can tell it's like, oh god, I've been there before. I made that same mistake once. I don't think it's necessarily up there as like the unintentionally worst puzzle, because this is very intentional. But the price for that would have been the fucking goat and broken sword, which we're also conveniently playing on the channel now as well.
Also, but the thing about it is that like this is a maze kind of puzzle where you've got no other way of finding out how to get through it, but just basically to spend most of your day going through it, mapping it out. They don't like much like with the bear and then the dog puzzles, saving animals. They don't just like they repeat the same puzzle. They do. This is a puzzle that gets repeated, not twice, well, not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times. There are 3 fucking mazes in this fucking game. It's the desert, the forest, and then there's a fucking labyrinth, isn't there?
Labyrinth, yeah. So technically, the labyrinth, it's actually 4 technically, because as you said, you do have a forest, which is mazy in a sense. Then you have the labyrinth, and then you have the labyrinth a second time, but with help. It was like, well, what's the point? Like, you know, but the whole idea is that you have to actually like remember where she's going in a sense. So that's the added difficulty of it. But you could just remember the pattern, you know. But yes, like I said, this was the peak of maze gameplay in video games, where everyone realized I suppose the meta of keeping people playing, which is like just to make a really inconvenient part of the game.
Sesame! Oh no! The staff broke.
Oh, those bandits won't be happy about that.
Quickly, Graham
I will give the credit where credit's due.
Save, you motherfucker.
Bending
saving?
down,
What? No.
Graham
Yeah,
hurriedly
regular
picks up the gold coin from the temple floor. Hurry! The exit door is about to close.
That was close.
It was close.
Yeah. It also should be pointed out that if you attempt to take anything in that room, bar the 2 very specific items you need to complete the game, that door will close instantly, and then it's curtains.
Exactly, yeah.
And they really point this out by having those 2 items right next to the fucking door.
And very clearly coloured bright red.
And coloured completely differently to the rest of the fucking treasure. I was like, oh, guys, come on.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's now all of our business done in the desert. So now we have to walk back and get back to business. Whatever that business is, we don't know.
Business.
But we use this time of quiet reflection as we walk through the desert, hoping not to die. Thinking, wonder what that bottle is for. Maybe it has Robin Williams in it. Or that gold coin. Can I sell that for money? And what of the bandits? Can I steal one of their horses? All these questions and more on King's Quest 5. I should count out that none of these questions will be answered on King's Quest 5. These are all irrelevant.
Don't mind me. I'm irrelevant.
Don't mind me. I'm irrelevant. I never realized the desert's going to be this quiet.
It's almost as if it's deserted.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things I'll probably enjoy about this is giving absolute shit out about the absurd moon logic puzzles that are in this game. Like SierraQuest really took the biscuit with a lot of the moon logic bullshit in this.
Yes.
It's just unbelievably like it's so bad. Like some of them are just like holy fuck. Like, and what we'll get back to there in the past, whereby you've no indication in the game that this is how you're meant to solve this particular puzzle.
Yes.
Because you actually have the puzzles have multiple solutions, air quotes, but only one of them will not set you up for basically soft lock the game, making it unwinnable in the future hours down the line. Terrible.
It is, and that's the way they kind of set it up as well. Like, absurdly enough, like this was intentional, because like they'd done this before to pad out the gameplay time. But then again, that was how they kind of perceived getting your money's worth, was extending the length of the game as much as they could.
Yeah, but like there's padding out, and then there's going, well, we're going to give you like 5 different methods of finishing this puzzle, and the one that's correct is literally the least obvious one. It's actually the only one that you wouldn't think of doing. You know, you would literally attempt to do anything else bar the actual solution.
I was just starting to get concerned. Don't worry about me, Cedric. I'm used to this kind of thing.
I'm an adventure hero protagonist, you see. This is my 3rd game.
You are just the incredibly useless sidekick.
The ox agrees.
He seconded that notion.
I am the ox of approval. Moo.
Here I will give this coin I trekked across the fucking desert to get and braved a load of bandits, all of whom wanted to kill me.
You may see Madame Mushka now.
To give to you.
Warning. This cartoon contains material that may be necessary for information or clues. Complete this.
Yes, this happens all the time.
So, you are here to see Madame Mushka, no?
Well, pity, because I'm Madame Ushka, her sister. I'm not as good.
Already I can tell that you are on a quest of great urgency. We will see what we can find out for you. Look, Ingram. Look into the crystal ball.
I'm adding a lot into this myself. Do you like it?
Look, Mananan, look what I have for you. Take a good look at what you did to my
Apparently
brother,
our
Alexander.
nemesis is Benedict
Because of you,
Cumberbatch.
he's doomed to spend the rest of his days as a cat, and there's nothing I can do about it. But you can do something about it. Since you're the one that did this to him, you're the only...
Apparently Dr. Strange was taken, so he's now called Dr. Lange.
Alexander! I don't know how, Mordek. I'm not a wizard. I just happened to stumble across some magic spells and accidentally turned your brother into a cat.
My character's not based on Will Wheaton at
I
all.
didn't mean it. Please believe me.
Oh, that is
I
Alexander
don't know how
from
to
King's
turn
Quest
back into a
3.
wizard.
It is. My stand is one of the worst games I've ever played.
Yep, and basically this is the whole plot of the game. Mordak is actually the brother of Mananan. He was the big bad in King's Quest 3 that we turned into the cat.
What I said.
Yes.
I'll only give you a little more time to decide before your family becomes cat food.
That is all.
The
I
end.
see that your mission is very dangerous
Sorry, that was very
indeed.
abrupt.
I will give you something to help you.
Sorry, that was very abrupt. But we ran out of money for this cutscene.
Amulet. It will protect you against all but the most powerful magic. Good luck, Ingram. Be careful. That Mordek is a bad one.
Thank you, Madame Mushka.
Good luck, King Graham. My accent has slipped.
Graham finds the huge beast completely uninteresting.
I'd be very offended by that.
Madame Mushka is tired. No more for today.
I wasn't asking. I was just like, no, still. I really just want to hear where the ox thinks now for the rest of the game, to be honest.
graceful weeping willow tree grows beside a small pond created from her tears.
A tree in the shape of a child so above is playing a harp on the lake.
As a child would a cherished toy.
Yes, because I can't talk to the tree or the harp, but I can talk to the face.
Miss Willow?
Yes?
You can talk?
Why, of course I can. What did you expect?
Well, I've never seen a talking tree before. What's wrong?
You've been walking around talking to fucking
Everything's
animals,
wrong,
you
can't
fucking
you
lunatic.
tell? I'm not really a tree. I'm really a princess. You see, my fiancé and I were walking through this wood when a nasty old witch came along and was instantly charmed by my handsome prince. When he naturally refused her advances, she jealously banished him to a faraway land and turned me into a tree. Then she stole
That is
my
quite an
heart.
unusual
Stole
punishment,
your
isn't it?
heart?
Yes. She turned my heart to gold and took it away with her. The only way I can become human again is to have my heart brought back. Now, all I have to cheer me up is my harp. It's quite magical, you know. It
It falls out of her branch. She's kind of fucked, isn't she?
Now please, leave me alone in my sorrow.
Alright, fair enough. Feel free, crying yourself to death. Now, the prince that she's referring to is actually in an area we haven't gone to yet, and he was crying on a log there. We may have seen him for like a little bit before I reloaded. So that's where he be.
Oh, it should actually pointed out, by the way, that we've been playing this now for about a solid hour.
Yes.
This whole first half of the game is spent solving one puzzle.
Yes.
In case you're wondering, like,
Come on, Cedric.
oh,
There
we're
might
just
be
finding
something
out more
important
about the
in here.
world and all this sort of bollocks. No, we're not. Remember that snake that we encountered earlier on? The entire first half of the game is all about getting him out of the fucking way of that mountain
Yes.
path. Because
That
we
is
need
very
to
true.
get through the mountains to get to fucking Mordak's kip.
Yep, this is very true.
And the fucking thing about it is, like, in King's Quest 2, when Graham encountered a snake, he just fucking killed the thing. We can't do that. We can't fucking do that. No. Oh,
She turned us into a frog.
That old witch caught Graham totally off guard.
Clearly, he's got to getting older and more complacent in his years. So clearly, now
I've wasted my life.
The magic amulet begins
I've
to
wasted
glow
my life.
softly as
I've been able
Graham
to
slips
pump
it over
iron
his
in the
head.
gym, but I've forgotten
He
how to
then
defeat
carefully tucks
snakes.
the amulet into the front of his tunic, hiding it from sight.
Yes, let's use the amulet. The free amulet, by the way, that we were given by the gypsies that apparently Cedric didn't trust.
We should have made that Cedric is racist at this stage. But,
Yeah, very much so. I don't trust him. Hang on. They gave us this protected amulet for free. We only paid to have our fucking fortune told.
Yeah. It was like they were trying to help Cedric. Ooh.
Something you never fucking do in this game.
Oh,
By the way, it's actually true. He does not help at all over the course of the entire game. So much so that in Space Quest 4, he's actually turned into a target you can shoot for 50 points.
Love it.
Because the fan backlash against him was so horrendous.
He is an insufferable character.
He is totally... And added into the fact that he never helps. He does not help at all.
In fact, we have to save his life twice.
Oh.
Again, also, it does beg the question, like, we actually may have found someone who's worse than
It appears that
Psych.
the witch's magic
No
has
sell
been
that
stopped
motherfucker.
by the amulet he's wearing, just as Madame Mushka said it would.
I want him to Hulk Hogan that kind of thing, just go, you!
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Though
Have
she
him
may
drop
look
down to
like
one
an
knee and then
ancient
just
old
start
woman,
shaking.
This witch is really very powerful and much too strong to be shoved aside by a mere man as she staunchly defends her bridge.
What are you doing in my forest, young man? Don't you know you're trespassing?
Hang on, wait a minute, I just no-sold one of your
I didn't
fucking
know this was
spells.
a
You might want
private
to
forest.
wind
Do
that
you
neck in,
own it?
bitch.
Of course
To be fair, just going by how she's getting the voice, I feel like she's just kind of tucking her neck in to go.
My magic.
I don't think you need to know. Now tell me something. How does one leave this confusing forest?
I'll never tell. I'm afraid you're stuck, dearie. Now you're my prisoner.
I doubt that somehow.
We'll see about that.
Yes, won't we?
And I love as well, we're just like, gonna sit here and wait for someone to move. But what will happen next? We get up in our grill.
What's this?
Give her a now. Hey!
Ah, freedom at last! Now you spend the next 500 years in a bottle.
Oh yeah, by the way, again, as I was pointing out, that there's any certain guides, the only way you know that the genie in the lamp doesn't grant wishes, but instead traps you in the fucking bottle for 500 years, is if you rub it and die as a result of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other way of finding that out. So hopefully the first thing you do before you rub the lamp that you picked out of the fucking Aladdin's cave is save, because if you do rub it, you're gonna die and you're gonna have to do anything you did before you fucking saved again. It's horseshit. Because naturally you think, oh, genie's lamp, I'm gonna rub it and get wishes.
Put away in the
No.
Nope, doesn't work that way at all. They lampooned Genie
Graham
with
retrieves the small
hopes and
spinning
dreams
wheel.
of wishes. Just goes to show you the genies who aren't voicing wrong
A
ones, they're just
small
not the
leather
same.
pouch is tucked away in the drawer. Graham reaches the drawer and removes the leather pouch.
But what?
The worn old shoe is cracked and dry from the desert sun.
Yes, it is.
The small leather pouch is drawn tightly closed. Upon opening the leather pouch, Graham discovers 3 sparkling emeralds.
Nice. Now, maybe you might be thinking that we can sell these emeralds on for cash money. Nope. No chance. Not happening.
It is possible to sell them though.
It is, but we need them for a puzzle.
That's the thing. Like,
What's this? Why, it's a little key.
Key.
yeah, it is possible, by the way, to sell all your needed items, thereby
Yes.
completely bricking the game.
Because the game just goes, we didn't expect you to sell that.